You know that feeling when you're pedaling a bicycle up a massive, incredibly steep hill? Your lungs are burning, your legs feel like jelly, and you're putting in maximum effort just to move a few inches. But then, you finally reach the top. Suddenly, you stop pedaling. The wind hits your face, and you start coasting downhill, picking up speed without putting in any effort at all. In the world of building wealth, that exact same hill exists. Most people spend their entire lives trying to pedal up it, completely exhausted. But there is a specific magical number where you finally crest the hill, and your money starts doing the heavy lifting for you. And no, you don't need $1 million to feel it. That magic number is $100,000. And on this channel, we talk about the psychology of money, not just the boring math, but how wealth actually changes your brain, your habits, and your life. If you're tired of the typical stop buying lattes advice and want to understand the real mechanics of getting rich, hit that subscribe button. Billionaire Charlie Munger famously said, "The first $100,000 is a bitch, but you gotta do it." And he was absolutely right. But why? Why is the first 100K so agonizingly difficult? And why does everything become ridiculously easier the moment you cross it? To understand this, we have to talk about what's actually happening to your brain and your bank account simultaneously. When you're starting from zero, 100% of your net worth is tied to your physical labor. You trade hours for dollars. If you want more money, you have to work more hours, take on a side hustle, or grind for a promotion. Your money is entirely dependent on your sweat equity. But when you hit $100,000 invested, the math completely shifts. Let's say the stock market returns an average of 10% a year. If you have $10,000 invested, a 10% return makes you $1,000. That's nice, but it's not changing your life. You probably made more than that at your day job in a week or two. Now, apply that same 10% return to $100,000. Suddenly, your portfolio was generating $10,000 a year on its own, without you lifting a finger. That is practically a part-time minimum wage salary just appearing in your account while you sleep, watch Netflix, or take a vacation. Your money has effectively become a second employee that works 24/7, never takes a sick day, and doesn't ask for health benefits. But the mathematical snowball is only half the story. The real game changer is the psychological shift. When you have $10,000 or $20,000 saved, you've built a great safety net. You're out of survival mode, which is huge. But when you hit $100,000, you enter what I call abundance mode. In abundance mode, your relationship with risk completely transforms. Let's say you hate your job. If you have $5,000 in the bank, quitting is a terrifying crisis. You might end up on the street. If you have $100,000, quitting is just a career transition. You have what we in the finance world call FU money. You don't have to tolerate a toxic boss. You don't have to accept a low-ball salary offer. You start negotiating from a place of supreme confidence because the worst they can do is say no, and you'll be totally fine regardless. And here's the crazy irony. Because you are less desperate, you actually become more attractive to employers and business partners. You start taking calculated risks, like starting a business or moving to a new city, which actually accelerates your wealth even faster. Now, let's look at how fast the snowball actually rolls once you push it over that 100K hill. If you save $1,000 a month and get an 8% return, getting to your first $100,000 takes about 6.5 years. That's a long time. It requires serious discipline, saying no to expensive dinners and resisting the urge to finance a brand new car you can't afford. But getting from $100,000 to $200,000, assuming you keep saving that same $1,000 a month, only takes 4.5 years. To go from $200K to $300K, just 3 years. By the time you're going from $900K to $1 million, it takes less than a year. You were doing the exact same amount of work, but the timeline keeps shrinking because your existing wealth is doing the heavy lifting. But here is the massive trap that catches 90% of people. And if you take one thing from this video, let it be this. The moment people hit a milestone like 50K or 100K, lifestyle creep kicks in. They think, wow, I have 100 grand, I'm rich,
I deserve that $60,000 luxury SUV. Do not do this. Do not kill your golden goose right when it's starting to lay the big eggs. That $100,000 is not lottery winnings to be spent. It is the engine of your future freedom. If you drain it to upgrade your lifestyle, you are putting yourself right back at the bottom of the hill, staring up at a 6-year climb all over again. The secret of the wealthy isn't that they never spend money. It's that they delay their gratification long enough for their investments to buy their luxury items instead of their physical labor. Getting to $100,000 is a grind. It will test your patience, but once you get there, the rules of gravity flip. Gravity stops pulling you down and starts pulling you forward. Have you hit a major financial milestone yet? Whether it's your first $1,000 or your first $100,000, let me know in the comments how it changed the way you look at money. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button so the YouTube algorithm knows to share it with more people trying to build their wealth. I'll see you in the next one.